Hello, I'm Mike Gettinger, the Warning Coordination Meteorologist at the National Weather Service office in Amarillo. Today, in part two of this two-part series, we're going to better define what constitutes a southern Great Plains wildfire outbreak. We're also going to discuss the climatology of wildfire in the Texas and Oklahoma Panhandles, as well as the weather patterns that lead to potential for significant fires and wildfire outbreaks. In general, strong winds and low relative humidity, along with dry grass fuels, are the components that contribute to wildfire danger in the area. Wind speeds of 20 miles an hour or greater and relative humidity less than 20% can create conditions that make wildfire difficult to control when the fuels are dry. The more the wind increases above 20 miles an hour and the humidity drops below 20%, the greater the concern. Meteorologists and firefighters look at the Red Flag Threat Index, which is comprised of a wind component and a relative humidity component, to determine the overall fire weather threat. Adding fuel dryness to the equation allows us to determine the overall wildfire threat each day. So, how do we define a southern Great Plains wildfire outbreak? These events have at least 10 wildfires in the region, with all ignition starts occurring on the same day. At least 10,000 total acres are burned from the causative events. Note these large, fast-moving, wind-driven wildfires can easily outpace suppression efforts to contain them with an average forward speed of 6 to 7 miles an hour. This may not seem very fast, but keep in mind that is almost 2 football fields per minute. While wind, low relative humidity, and fuel dryness are all important components for these events, the wind becomes increasingly concerning as gusts exceed 55 miles an hour, as this can cause downed or arcing power lines, which significantly increases the probability of seeing fire starts to begin with. The wildfire season in the Texas and Oklahoma Panhandles generally begins shortly after the first freeze, somewhere around late October or early November, as this causes the grasses to cure or go dormant. The season extends until the spring greenup occurs, which is usually in mid to late April. While temperature is the main driver of the season, precipitation patterns also promote the increased fire threat due to the dryness that typically prevails in the winter and early spring months. The peak season is usually from February through March after months of dry conditions as temperatures begin to warm and windy conditions become much more prevalent. Drought can obviously have a major impact on the beginning and ending of each fire season. Outbreaks tend to occur on the southern flank of intense low pressure systems between the cold front and dry line, where warm, very dry, and very windy conditions come together. For the Texas and Oklahoma Panhandles, a storm track just north of the area in the vicinity of Colorado to Kansas is most concerning, as this places the Panhandles in the fire weather sweet spot, so to speak. Interestingly, the pattern for storms and severe weather is very similar, but with a track just a few hundred miles further south. It's plain to see the impact La Nina tends to have on wildfires in the area looking back since 2005. 20 times more acres have burned in 7 La Nina years than in the other 8 non-La Nina years since 2005. El Nino does play a role, however. The worst combination for wildfire in the area occurs when an El Nino event is immediately followed by a La Nina event. This is because El Nino tends to produce above normal precipitation and above normal grass growth, and La Nina then follows up with dry spells and drought, which subsequently dries out the fuels. This can leave the panhandles in a situation of what fire experts call above normal fuel loading, which literally means we've created more fuel for the fire. We'd like to thank you for joining us at the National Weather Service here in Amarillo on this second part of this two-part series on southern Great Plains wildfire outbreaks. Please follow the remainder of the southern Great Plains Wildfire Awareness Week, which extends from February 8th through 12th, 2021, for more information regarding preparedness and safety when it comes to wildfires in the area.